Hi everyone, Charity here. Today I'm making snow ice cream for my kiddos. This is a tasty treat that we could depend on a couple of times a winter when we lived in the Midwest. But in Tennessee where we live, it's a rare treat. So I'm really excited we have enough snow to make it this year. It's super easy to make, but there are definitely things you can do to make it extra yummy. So I hope if you live in a place where there's snow that you get to make it this year too. So I've gathered snow here and I'm just kind of stirring it around and fluffing it up a bit here. The ingredients I'll be adding to the snow are sugar and cream. I'm using milk today, but heavy cream is the best. But I don't have any on hand and I don't want to go out in the snow, so I'm just using milk today. But if you have the choice or the option to go get it, get heavy whipping cream. It'll make it nice and thick. It will still taste yummy though, even if you only have milk. I also add vanilla. I won't be using all of this, but I just like to put it in these little bowls to give you kind of an idea of what I'm starting with. And you can use however much you like to taste. Obviously, if you're using extract instead of pure vanilla, you're going to want to use a little bit less. And I'm just kind of mixing it around in here. And it's not going to be rich and creamy like regular ice cream, but there are things that you can do to make it a little creamier, like using the heavy whipping cream instead of milk. It's looking yummy already. You'll see it just kind of gets a slushy look when it's mixed with the milk. And then next we'll add the sugar. I'm not going to add all of this sugar either, but a nice heavy amount of sugar makes it yummy. And just kind of stir all that in. And I'll add some vanilla here in a second. And if you're using extract instead of pure vanilla, you're going to want to use a lot less than what I'm using here. And even the pure vanilla, I don't need to put a whole lot in. Just blend it all in well. And I've heard people ask if it's safe to eat snow, and it absolutely is. But you may not want to eat the snow that's the very first fallen snow. Snow acts as a scrubber for the air, collecting particles as it falls. But an hour or so into a snowfall, the snow is going to be very clean. You wouldn't be taking the snow sitting directly on the ground anyway, so if you take the middle layers of snow, you're good. Also, you can use an egg. This is one of my chicken's beautiful blue eggs. If you have access to farm fresh eggs, I wouldn't use a grocery store egg because of potential salmonella. But if you have access to farm fresh eggs, that's another thing. Just add an egg to it. It helps thicken it up and makes it a little bit creamier. However, it still tastes really yummy even without an egg, so don't hesitate to make it just because you don't have a farm fresh egg on hand. Mine here could stand to be a little less slushy, so you could use a little bit less liquid than I did if you don't want it quite as slushy, but it still looks yummy. Now here's where the fun begins. I have maraschino cherries that I'm gonna add to it. And the basic recipe is good on its own, but it's just fun to add some other flavors and just see what you can make of it. I'm adding a cherry on top here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this juice from the jar in it as well. And I think it'll be super yummy that way. It's looking yummy. Once you have the base how you like it, add other flavors and see what you think. I'm also adding a cinnamon apple cider that I made the other day. So I just want to see what it tastes like in here too. This one's a new flavor for me, and it's delicious too. Comment below and let me know what you think of snow ice cream. All right, you guys, taste them and tell me what you think.
Mmm, delicious.
So let's make the snow cream. I asked my son to get snow. Oops.